Today we're going to be talking about the only execute you're ever going to need for A. It's very powerful. You yourself can throw the basic version of this very easily, and hopefully it can help you get some more wins in your Mirage games. After this video, if you guys are like, wow, I really enjoyed that, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and in the comments below, let me know if there's a map or like an execute or something that you would want to know about, something that, map you're struggling with. Just let me know in the comments below. A lot of people sometimes get stuck on Mirage. Everybody likes to headbutt in mid. Headbutting in mid's good. If it's working for your team, just run it down and own. Sometimes you need to just throw a little bit of util and kind of get everybody moving in one solid direction together, and that's what this is for. And as long as you can get the goof troop to follow you up a ramp, you should be able to throw and execute relatively solo and be able to help out your teammates not suck at the game. Later on in the video, if you're getting sweaty and playing with a stack each night, I have a nice little execute for you as well. So let's get right into this. For the basic version of this, the two smokes that you throw can be thrown by one person in the same spot, and you just need two smokes. If you're solo, just yap at your teammate that doesn't know how to throw any util and say, can you throw the smoke to me, please? And then you're good to go. First thing you do is you get snug in this corner. I like to hold shift and walk directly into the corner to get completely stuck. Then I'm going to left and right click at the top of this smudge, and I'm gonna jump throw. Now this is gonna smoke stairs. Now after that, I'm gonna go to the top of this and just slightly a little to the left of the center, and I'm gonna left click. It's not super precise. You're gonna be fine. Besides just being able to solo throw these smokes, which is for matchmaking purposes and face it purposes, the strongest part of this, it also makes it a little bit nicer when people are coming out ramp because of the way that this smoke bleeds, that these players can't play around the stairs smoke, the edge of it, like you could with the older A smokes. So that's why it's not just something you can usefully throw yourself, but also it's a bit more powerful as well and can cut down on the amount of kills that are coming out from the CTs when they're trying to defend this. Now, let's say you're playing in a stack, or maybe you have somebody else that knows this. Let's just talk about what some other people can do in the middle of this execute. One guy's throwing all the smokes. Well, let's get a guy that's throwing a flash. This is called the lamp flash. If you hear people call for lamp flash, this is where it is. You get to this doorway in the middle of it, and you just kind of aim a little bit above. This flash is incredibly powerful for people that are close a ramp and they don't flash your teammates. However, this is not the first flash. I cannot stress this enough. Your teammates, the first thing that they're going to potentially die to is bench, triple, or CT. You want to flash deep when your teammate's like right here. Don't even wait for them to call for it. You see them running up the ramp right there, just aim at the top left of this corner and throw a jump throw. If you want to get really sweaty, give a little W with the jump throw and you're good to go. Then throw the lamp flash. The lamp flash is incredibly powerful, not because it just blinds people up close, but also your teammates don't get blind from it. Now, ideally, you're going to have a guy going palace and lurking. There's always one baiter. I'm that guy a lot of times in my games. Don't be ashamed about it. If you want to help that guy out and that guy is sometimes aggressive, you maybe are duoed with him or whatever, you just think he's getting a little crazy and you have some extra flashes. This is going to be a really powerful flash. You just want to literally chuck it over the top of this corner. Just throw it as far as you can. And what that does is that allows your palace player to actually come out and have a fighting chance versus somebody that is just sitting here at default. There's a bunch of reasons why that flash is good. It's very strong as well because it's not likely to blind your own teammates. If they're not close a ramp or whatever, you maybe have an extra flash. That's a great flash to throw as well. Now, if you are the guy that's coming out a ramp, just keep your gun out and run out here and path. Do not run to Tetris. If you're the first person, you were running to Tetris, all you're doing is wasting and losing valuable time. One thing that's acceptable is you can run straight to sandwich. It's much stronger than stopping at Tetris. You can actually maybe get a duel on the guy that's under Balk, and we'll talk about a little bit more later if your teammate actually is smart and has some util. If not, it's very good for you to get close to these smokes and you can kind of isolate where you want to get the fight. More than likely, when you come out ramp, the chances of that A player being completely hidden and not spotted by the time you get to sandwich is very unlikely. And guess what? In a game of hide and seek, if he's not default and he's not triple, I'm telling you right now, he's either going to be CT, blind as a bat, hopefully, or he's going to be under Balk. And then what you want to do is you want to duck the CT angle. Remember, this side's smoked. And you want to just clear the guy under Balk because you know he's going to be here or here. If he's really good at hide and seek and he ring around the rosy to you at default, guess what? You're going to force him into your teammate's worst case scenario. Now, if you're not the first guy out, you happen to get the cushy job, you're not going to be the daddy entry. Be useful. You're a cool human being that has a Molotov, and when your teammate runs out ramp, who's going to clearly go to sandwich and not to Tetris because he's really intelligent after watching this video, you're going to come out, you're going to chuck a molly right at that trash can. And what that does is it's going to help eliminate anybody really trying to edge this side of the smoke. Now, in CS2, they can play around it. So don't think of it as a wall, but think of it as a way that you're minimizing the position they can play. And if you're mindful of it, they can only be in one position. You're going to be helping out your teammates a lot, because as your teammate scales out, you are making it harder and harder and harder for the CTs to find a way to kill your entry, which is just increasing your chances of winning the round. Last but not least, the lurker. The guy that says, I'm going to go halls after you just called the execute, and you're not really sure if he's good or if he's just a weenie. I'm that guy a lot of times in my games. What can you do? Well, there's going to be right side smokes up, remember? Obviously, you want to make sure that you don't think somebody's aggroing you. You see this sliver or crack in the wall, just go straight towards it, aim at the top of this corner, and then release as you pass this part of the wall or when your crosshair passes this light. What that does is you're going to molly under balk. Now, your teammate just ran out the ramp. There's right side smokes. There's a molly. Your teammate's throwing flashes. This guy's going to be forced out under balk right away. Or if he's not playing there, guess what? He's blind, and you're now scaling on him in a position where you're going to force him out. Also, you're not going to get shot in the side because your really cool teammate mollied. Last but not least, you can absolutely score some bonus points if you just toss a nice little flash out here early. Don't throw too many. If you throw that one early enough, it's just a nice little extra for your teammate who's coming out. Don't throw it too late, because then you're going to blind your freaking ramp player, and you just blinded your entry and killed him. Be mindful of your flashes if you end up throwing that. It can be very powerful and it can be detrimental. And if you're scared to flash teammate, just don't throw it. All good. Just wide swing this guy top balcony. You're better anyway, right? That's why you went palace. I know that this is basic, and I showed you 2 smokes, like 2 mollies and some flashes, but having a basic plan like this, I think, can help out so many of you. This helps even out the best players in the world. Sometimes you're just not getting it done, spreading out the map, and you just need to do something together as a unit. And this is a good way to do it. And if your teammate says they know the smokes, be the guy that throws the palace molly. If they know the palace molly, they know the smokes, be the guy that comes out second and throws it at a trash can. Or maybe you're an entry and now you understand that you shouldn't be going to Tetris and just sitting here, because this isn't entering, this is being a weenie. Without having everybody on the same exact page, this video can help you maybe fill in the gaps and what you should be looking for in the middle of a round. Now, the advanced part. Spoiler alert, the advanced part is literally just 2 nades, but it's more of an idea and a concept that I'm going to talk to you about that nobody, I feel like, really gets into detail about. I'm as old as the dinosaur. I've been playing this game forever. Especially the higher up you go, people do a better job of staying alive. They're not necessarily in the bomb site. Shit. Even if they're not that great at the game, maybe they just forgot to go to A this round and they're not in the bomb site. So you're like in a 5v5. The A smokes are up. Your team just took the bomb site. The other team's playing a retake, or maybe it's just a 4v4. It's not even a retake, but the retake's about to start. You could even throw this before the smokes are gone and start to take map control, knowing that the other team is rotating in and you can catch people off guard. And it's just 2 simple nades. You get to this little corner that I like to call Apex. Now, keep in mind, you're going to want to aim right here, which is just slightly off this corner here. But you don't want to go too far left. If you go too far left, don't worry, I just tested this. If you go a little too far left, it still lands. But if you get it close to that wall, just a little bit off that center part of the brick, it's going to go directly in con, which is a little bit nicer. And once you throw that, you just chuck a molly right in the jungle. You can now challenge for stairs, right? You push them off CT with the last execute, and now you can start to take some of this area back. You can push them out of jungle. You can now get into a position where you can actually fight jungle, and the con players are completely cut off. It gives your team the ability to pressure and maintain map control in the post plant without just giving it back to the CTs and them getting to dictate what's happening. You now get to dictate as the T what's going to happen in the post plant. If you want to get very, very, very specific and make sure there's no gap, you can aim like right at the corner here, the bottom of this corner, and walk jump throw. And that'll make sure this guy trying to op you or something burns. So, as I said at the start of the video, if you guys enjoy this, please don't forget to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and in the comments below, just let me know if there's like another map or an execute or just anything you'd like to see kind of in this style. I really enjoyed making this one. I hope you guys liked it too, and I'll see you guys in the next one.